I'm building my kids their dream playroom, and if you've been following this project, you know this room desperately needed more function, so I built custom built-ins. And then this boob light had to go, so I replaced it with this fun skylight that didn't require a hole in my ceiling, and
now I have to trim all of this out.
Trim honestly makes the biggest difference with built-in projects. And if you hear some crying in the background, it's because my 3-year-old son wasn't happy I wouldn't let him use the nail gun. My go-to boards for trimming it out are primed pine. It's so handy not to have to prime all the pine and be able to move straight to painting after. I'm using 1x4s for the top and bottom trim, 1x3s for the sides, and 1x2s for any middle pieces. But not all the pieces were perfect.
I'm gonna have to do some major coping here.
To cope, I scribed a line even with the wall and tilted my jigsaw blade at an angle.
Not bad.
Then I finished out the last pieces of trim on this section. And rather than pre-assembling the face frames for the best fit, I like to put together the trim one piece at a time. It's already looking so much better, but now I need to trim out the bench. And don't worry, I have a lot more to share about the bench vent too in another video. And look at this full view of the playroom. I even started celebrating when it hit me.
Oh. One more.
I had totally forgot about this trim piece to go on this bookshelf part here, and it felt so good to have this done.
I've officially hit project fatigue. Now I'm going to need to caulk any major gaps that are visible, do a lot of spackling and wood filler, just so that all of this is seamless. And then finally, I will paint.
Any gap that's a little bit bigger, I did opt to use wood filler. Anything that's smaller, like these nail holes, then I'll just do spackling. I had a few screw holes on this side that I just covered up with spackling, and I promise when I'm all done with this that this will look seamless. Then my kids wanted to help, and this got kind of messy and stressful, so I took back over and finished out the job. If this is all going to be seamless, then I had to start sanding. I used 220 grit sandpaper and went over every single seam. For any little gap between the trim and the wall, I used caulk, and actually here I'm just using a hotel key to smooth out the caulk. It's just another step to making this all look seamless. As one of the last steps before paint, I needed to add edge banding to these shelves that will go inside the cabinets, and then next up I will be building custom doors, and then finally I will be painting. So follow along so you don't miss out on anything.